we're going to talk about a conspiracy theory I have. Honestly, though, it's probably not really a conspiracy theory. It's probably kind of true. I'm just saying it is because I don't have like a lot of proof to my claims, but I do have some proof to my claims. So Overwatch 2 and Overwatch. I think a lot of people don't like these games anymore. I think they're kind of played out. I think people just got bored over time. I think Overwatch didn't do enough content updates. There's like a lot of things wrong with Overwatch. I also have a lot of personal gripes with the game. I don't like how they cut down the amount of heroes in Overwatch 2. It seems like it doesn't work. I still enjoy playing the game from time to time, but I can never play that game competitively because it just tilts me way too much. Like in CSGO, for example, I can play that game competitively because I feel like I'm more in control of the tide of the match. In Overwatch, if one of my teammates is slacking really hard, we're screwed, okay? We can't win the game at that point. I can't just carry. In CSGO, I can carry, but not in Overwatch. So I think there's a lot of reasons as to why people have stopped playing Overwatch, or at least talking about Overwatch. But I think one of the reasons why Overwatch is even still relevant and was relevant for so long is because Overwatch not safe for work content. I am sure you have seen it at least once. You have probably seen it on your timeline in some regard on Twitter or YouTube or something. It's a really popular phenomenon for some reason. It has been around for a long time too. It is nothing new. It is kind of crazy that out of all the games, Overwatch is the one where it really popped off for some reason. And honestly, you might have seen it from Overwatch's own account. They have fed the beast by posting character feet pics on their Twitter account. They have fed the beast with this. The Overwatch League even responded, just saying, nailed it, dude. Also, this is not the first time they did this. They did this again recently. Honestly, I think Overwatch was kind of desperate to get their player numbers up because these are all kind of recent tweets. These are all within this year. Like this one, January 10th, and then this one is February 22nd of 2023. So they are definitely trying to up their engagement, I think, on Overwatch because the game's kind of died off really hard. I kind of blame Blizzard for that one with the whole canceling co-op thing. That did not go well because no one wanted Overwatch 2. Everyone was like, why don't you guys just update Overwatch 1? That's like what Overwatch 2 seems to be. I don't know why you're making it a whole new game because that's what it is. Overwatch 2 is a Overwatch 1.1. Okay, it is an update. There is nothing wrong with Overwatch 1 besides the loot boxes that they removed, which I actually prefer them because you can actually get them for free fairly often and get free skins fairly often. Now it's very difficult. And the game looks like a little bit better. Okay, they turn on ray tracing. That is what they did with Overwatch 2. It is a slightly improved visual experience, and there's no more loot boxes, and that's pretty much it. And they cut back the amount of teammates you have in a team, so now it is harder to actually, play the game properly because all the maps are designed around 6-player teams, and I think they're 5 players now, if I remember correctly. And then they removed 1 team slot on your team, so now instead of 6 players, you have 5, which I think was a terrible decision because the game doesn't play right. It just doesn't. The game was designed with 6 people in mind. All these maps that you play were designed with 6 people in mind. And a lot of the maps are just from Overwatch 1 into Overwatch 2 with no adjustments besides visual. I don't think it works well. But if you like Overwatch 2, just keep playing Overwatch 2, man, okay? If you enjoy that game, good for you. I don't know why, but good for you. It's like League. I don't get why people like League, but you do you. I still think TF2 is better in every single way, except for, the constant rampant bots that kill you 24/7 and follow you through servers. That's a problem. I wish Valve would give TF2 an ounce of their dev team just to make it good. But no, they're just gonna let a game with like 70,000 players consistently rot away and die. Sometimes Valve really annoys me, but I also appreciate that they're different because since they're not a public company, they don't have to abide by shareholders, so they can kind of do whatever they want, which includes letting TF2 wither away and die. But it is what it is, okay? I can't fix it. At least CS2 is a thing. At least CS2 is a thing coming out. Also, Blizzard, that's what you should have done. You should have just copied CS. Instead of releasing a whole new game, Valve just said, okay, let's just update CSGO to the Source 2 engine. Bada bing, bada boom. You got a new game with the number 2 in it. But back to the Overwatch not safe for work content. From what I have found, it has always been very popular. And since I think Overwatch is just not a great game, I think one of the reasons why it has always remained popular is not safe for work content. I think that is actually one of the big reasons. Because if we look at this forum post that was quote tweeted on this feet pic tweet made by the official Overwatch account, it paints a picture as to why not safe for work content is probably kept this game propped up for a while. Add an emote for every character that allows them to permanently remove their shoes. And females would not, I think. It makes a lot of sense. Sometimes you just want to take off your shoes and relax. Am I right? Give her an intro where two peasants come in and kiss her feet because she is a goddess and they worship her. Add a pajama event where Tracer, Diva, and Sombra are all in their pajamas without any shoes or socks. I think Tracer would have orange or natural toenails. Diva would be pink and Sombra would be purple. God damn it, dude. The internet's ruined some people, man. Sombra's scuba diver didn't need shoes. Scuba divers don't wear shoes. Mercy sandals didn't need those stupid heels. Widowmaker shouldn't wear any shoes. She is on the beach. Diva cruiser skin. There is no way those shoes would stay on during battle. They should have an animation where they fall off. Just stand up and look around. What do you see? You see your own feet. Yet in Overwatch, you look down and you don't see your own feet. It makes no sense at all. I put all this work into getting a Mercy and Widow skin and can't even look down. I think this supports my theory very well. I know it's only one guy posting this, but you know for a fact, there's hundreds at least of people like this in the Overwatch forums or the Overwatch subreddit. And then also Blizzard actually tried to block not safe for work content a while ago, but it didn't work because there was actually just too many. So from what I understand, they tried to issue DMCA takedowns because technically speaking, the not safe for work content does not fall under copyright fair use protections. So I think they tried to DMCA a lot of it, but there was just too much to where they couldn't keep up. So I think they just kind of gave up and embraced it because they tried to do this a while ago. And then as you can see, this is like a 7-year-old post that I'm talking about it. And then the most recent stuff is like, you know, this year. So I think what happened was is they tried to get rid of it and then they just decided to feed into it because they weren't getting rid of it. And if I remember correctly, I could be mistaken on this. I tried to find articles before I recorded this, but I couldn't. That's mainly just because Google makes it impossible to find stuff now that's like more than a week old, which is really annoying. I'm pretty sure Blizzard made it really hard to get the assets from Overwatch 2. And then people who make the not safe for work content cracked the encryption they had on the assets within like a week. So whoever is like making this not safe for work content is extremely dedicated. Also, the fact that this has so many bookmarks is extremely depressing. But personally, I think this theory holds up. I think one of the biggest reasons Overwatch is even remotely relevant still is because of the not safe for work content. Can I prove this theory? A little bit. Is it concrete? No. But what else makes sense? The game's not good. And if somebody watches the not safe for work content, it's like plugging into the Matrix further, you know? Like they play Overwatch during the day, and then at night they watch the not safe for work content, and it continues the cycle of the Overwatch Matrix. The articles that came out of the Overwatch feet pic tweets though are really funny. This one just says, Blizzard wants you to ponder Overwatch 2 characters' feet. And I love the word ponder because whenever I think about it, I just think about that wizard staring at that orb now. And this one's also funny because Overwatch 2 account discuss players by posting about heroes' feet again. And the single-sided tweet of disgust is, this is foul. This is all that's in this article. It's the only tweet they put in. But what do you think? Do you think Overwatch 2 not safe for work content or Overwatch not safe for work content has kept the game alive this long? Or do you actually think Overwatch is a good game for some reason? And if you do, actually tell me why you think it's a good game. If you genuinely like Overwatch as like a competitive game, let me know why you think it's a good competitive experience. Because personally, just like League of Legends, it makes me want to die. But that's just me. Leave a like if you enjoyed, leave a dislike if you didn't, subscribe down below, and click the answer to check out more of my content, and have a good one.